So, hello and welcome to episode 244 of the video show. Today we're talking to Evelyne Brink about how to schedule your videos to make sure that you're making videos regularly and you're making videos as much as you possibly can. So, Evelyne, tell me a little bit about how you go about doing this.
Oh, it's such a big question, isn't it? It's like, how do we find the time to do videos? Because we all know they take time to make. We're all busy doing other things in the day. And then we have this, oh, but I really need to do my videos in the back or forefront of our mind. So how do we go about this a way that actually works? So the theory, if I was to make a 1-minute video about this, I would go and say, well, what you do is you plan out a day, you set it aside, and you just do your video. But the truth is, if we lift the curtains a little bit and look behind the veil of, is that sometimes you schedule a time where you want to do it and you're just not in the mood. You look in the mirror, you feel awful, or you maybe look awful, or you think you look awful. It's just not your video day. Or you want to go on camera and you suddenly have all this resistance coming up, all these little reasons of why you're not ready or why you don't want to do this, or somebody texted you something that they're not well and your mood drops. There are like 100 reasons why it then doesn't work out. So what I've noticed is that for people who are very affected by moods and creativity and a muse kissing you, what works is to go with the flow. So what that means for me is I have days where I spring into action. I just feel so amazing. I do something with my hair. I'm like, oh my God, that looks amazing. That's great. Or I have something that I really want to share. That's the day I go on camera. And then what I do is I wipe the calendar clean, cancel everything left, right, and center, and go and do my video. So I can be operating from that way. I don't think that's the most corporate professional way to go about it, but it is certainly something that works for the more creative types. Mm-hmm. The good answer is to say, plan a day, stick to it, get on with it. And we're going to discuss some hacks or tips of how to make sure that that can actually work. But before we do that, Mark, how do you do it?
Yeah, I do literally exact opposite of that. So I color code, my whole calendar is color coded. So where I shoot the video show, it's in light blue and it's usually early in the morning. So usually I get into the office early in the morning, about 7:30, and I shoot the video, edit the video up until probably about 9, half 9. And I do that twice a week. At the moment, I used to do it try and do it every single day. But then I realized the quality was suffering a little bit. So now I can do 2 a week. They're really good. They're getting out there. They're getting people involved in it. And it's a lot better for it. So the fact that I've got it sort of in the calendar, it's color-coded. I know I need to do 2 a week, usually a Tuesday and a Friday, that they're out of their release. So that means shooting it on a Thursday and a Monday. So then I can get it sent off and subtitled and everything like that. So then Friday and Tuesday morning, I can post the video straight away and get it out.
I think that's so amazing, Mark. I love and admire that disciplined approach. So the color coding works and knowing that you've got to do it. What I see is a lot of people don't have this, I've got to do it quite as strong. It's not as committed. And I think that's when things can slide, right? So how do we help people that are not in the groove yet to get into the groove of making their content, but making it well?
So I think like the biggest thing for me is I really enjoy doing it. So I look forward to actually sitting down and making these videos. And I understand that a lot of people are a little bit scared about doing that, especially like when they first get started. But I think if you genuinely enjoy doing it, and if you're having fun doing it, and if it's getting a good response from you doing it, and it really does show in your videos as well. So I think before I started, I went from 5 a week to 2 a week. My kind of content was getting a bit dull and boring, but now I've gone to 2 a week. It's kind of, I'm having more fun doing it. The videos are a bit more jokey. They've got a bit more of an edge to them. So I think that really does work, and it does show the videos, and then the results of the video show as well.
Okay, so we need to make sure that we have fun doing this. I'm completely 150,000% on board with this, and my maths is not my strength, but so this is totally true. How do we make sure that we have fun doing this? So if we go from the professional approach that we're planning a day of shooting a video, in order to have fun doing it, you need to set yourself up for success and identify what that means for you. In my case, it would mean I do my morning yoga. I have time to put my makeup on. I have time to do my hair. The kids are out of the way, right? The room looks neat. I have time to do these things. I have time to warm up my voice, warm up my content so I know what I'm talking about, and then comes the actual shooting time, and I separate the shooting time from the editing time. So if I put all these things in place, I give myself a chance to get into that state that I need to be for that flow. Because the thing that I didn't mention earlier is, if I just rely on this impromptu, inspired moment, the muse is kissing me, turn on the camera kind of style, I can wait for an awful long time sometimes. So it's not a business strategy that should be your only strategy, but I'm putting it in because I know that, especially for the more creative types, it's important to give themselves that freedom and not just to work with schedule. But for us business owners, we also need schedules, even if you're creative. So if you have a schedule with a plan that allows you for that time to get into that flow mode that you were looking for, then I think you're really giving yourself a good chance.
Yeah. So in terms of like having fun with the videos, I can totally understand when people will come back to me and say, oh, it's all well and good for you. You love making videos anyway, because I genuinely love doing it. I love, I've made films for like the last 12, 15, like 15-ish years.
It's your thing.
Yeah, it's my thing. So I love doing it anyway. But I think for people that don't like doing it, a really good way of really enjoying it is, if you're working on your own or if you're working within a business, is to find someone else to do it with. So we're making these videos like every week. We're having these conversations. It's something I look forward to on a Friday afternoon when we're making these videos. I look forward to our chats. So find someone that you get on well with, that you're going to have fun with, and do the videos with them. So either take turns in front of the camera if your businesses do different things, or if you do the same thing, maybe you can interview each other. So we do not the same thing, but we do complementary things to each other. So we're talking about the same sort of subjects, but we see it from a different angle. But if you're working within a business and there's a number of people within a business, there's definitely ways for you to find a place in that office to find somebody to go and shoot videos regularly with. And I think if you're doing that with someone else, it becomes more fun, because you're sort of bouncing off each other. You get on well, you're friends anyway. So yeah, it becomes a lot easier.
You had another brilliant suggestion earlier, which is to involve your audience. Like you said that you out a day beforehand, right? And ask the questions. Yeah.
So at the moment, what I'm doing is I post on LinkedIn the day before I make the video saying, oh, I'm making a video about this, this, and this. I'd love to know your thoughts on it. What are your questions on it? What kind of things have you noticed about this subject? So the other day today I posted a video about the Dollar Shave Club video, which is a video that everybody wanted to recreate when it came out. And I said, look, everybody knows what it is. If you don't, go and check it out. So I said, I'm making a video about Dollar Shave Club. What are your thoughts on it? Have you seen it? Why do you think it works so well? And loads of people came back with it, with stuff for it.
So involving your audience is a great way to also get some accountability going, and then it feels like you're not just doing it for yourself. Yeah. So then your motivation goes up. It's a super good trick. The other thing for the people who don't like doing videos yet, there's two great options. Number one is also find an accountability group or get training, or both, right? So that you enjoy doing it, because confidence comes from competence. So if we get up your competence, your confidence and your joy in doing that will absolutely grow. So you can work with people like me, but also when you prepare video content and you book Mark and you have a regular date with Mark in the diary, then obviously you're going to be prepared and it's going to be exciting, and it kind of adds glamour and professionalism to it. So you know you're going to get your videos done if you hire a professional and you go and do it. That's another good trick, if you want, to make sure that you actually create the video content that you need.
Yeah, so for example on that, if I go along to somebody's place of work, it makes them look really cool that if they're in their office or if they're in their showroom, and people are coming in off the street to look around their showroom and they're like, oh, I'm unavailable because I'm filming at the moment. It makes them look really cool, because they're like off filming these videos and they're sort of unattainable because they're off making videos for their business. So it looks really cool, and it sort of, hopefully it gets people sort of excited for when I come in like one day a month to film these videos. So
absolutely. Yeah. Those are our top tips for how you find the time to make your video content. I hope you found it super useful.
Cool. Yeah, and if you've got any questions about how you can find the time, post them in the comments below, and either me or Evelyne will be very happy to answer those questions. Cool.
Sounds good. Have a lovely day, everyone.
Bye.